wine makes us chatty, and we both have empty stomachs.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Pancake titties, bitch.
I'm gonna piss.
Unique New York. Unique New York. Surprise, motherfucker.
I was topless in Maria's bed.
Hi, Mr. Meat. Toxic bitch.
We need a little bit of sister bondage.
Hell yeah.
Holy
Oh, boy.
Oh, that'll put hair on your chest.
Hi, welcome back.
To the You Can Sip With Us podcast. Ding.
Bop.
I'm Casey Rogers.
I'm Maria Sutton.
And for some reason, we both
hate
sound
ourselves.
unimpressed with the fact that we are who we are.
Well, it's Sunday night.
I worked like
before we upload.
I did the math, and I think I worked like 35 hours this weekend.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
That's usually what people do in a week.
Yeah.
That's full time in a week, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Good for you.
it's the most wonderful time of the year.
It is.
Those buffets aren't gonna, cook for themselves.
Are you guys doing buffets now?
Yeah.
How does that work? You serve?
No, free for all now.
Oh,
no
wow.
restrictions.
Interesting.
I don't know how I feel about it. The cases are going up, and people just give less fucks every week that happen, that goes by. And I get it. It's exhausting, but I never want to eat at a buffet ever again.
Yeah.
Like, the thought of people's stanky-ass breath over food,
Ew.
COVID or not,
Yeah.
disgusting.
Just their sticky hands touching the tongs and spoons and shit. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot for me, I think. I don't know.
It's also a lot for me to... Hold on. Bear with me. I'm trying to... I want to sit back this episode. In that. I need a bigger... A lot of people podcast like this. A lot of people just sit back with a mic.
Yeah, but our mics are fucking sensitive as shit. So they, catch every single movement.
Well, they are, in fact, our mics, meaning I'm sensitive as shit.
Yeah. All right. Now you can't move it.
Okay,
Don't touch it. It's okay.
I can breathe?
Yeah.
I'm allowed to breathe this way?
You can breathe. Yeah.
So we did 100, and I know nobody cares about my work life, but we did 130 people for brunch buffet, and then we did another seating at 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, 160 people. So that is what math? 290 people.
Wow. That was quick math. I'm not even going to check if that was right.
Well, because it is.
Okay.
And it was a kids buffet, like a kid,
No!
kids taking pictures with Santa, Grinch appearing, like everybody gets a free gift and a cracker thing, and like
all the kids are going all fucking elf on your ass.
fucking
like, Santa!
Yeah, and they're going AWOL and like fucking candy cane chocolate covered marshmallows on a stick, and they're like
Ew.
shoving them in all the orifices, and it makes me
Sticky hands.
it makes me wonder why anyone would choose that life for themselves.
I just have this weird, disgusting, pet peeve of sticky hands.
Honestly, okay, I understand that you hate that my hands are clammy sometimes.
But a lot, most of the time.
They're clammy.
Sticky, clammy.
Okay, so is your pet peeve me?
No, it's not. No, because Alex has the same shit. His hands are also clammy and sticky and they just feel dirty when they're clammy. If you he always touches my face, and it's ugh. I can feel the grime on your hands. Can you wash your hands?
Kids are
please?
worse, I think, because there's no hair or wrinkles to texture. It's just slimy, slippery, cold.
Ugh. And they've been eating Cheetos, licking their hands, and then wiping them on their fucking shirts.
Scratching their literal asshole. We were all kids once.
Oh, God.
You don't get
Picking
pink
their
eye and ear
nose.
infections for no reason as a kid. There's
No,
all.
'cause you scratch your butthole, smell it, and then you forget it. You scratch your butthole, and you scratch your eye later.
I did that last night.
I did that just now. It's disgusting, though, to think of these sticky hands. Even just, little kids, Alex's nephews, love them to go. They're just the cutest little buttons. But they just, sticky hands. And it's hard. You can't, as a kid, as a parent, there's no way your kid could not have sticky hands when they're young. There's literally no way. You could have all the baby wipes in the world, and your kid will still have fucking sticky hands and sticky face.
Because they're fucking touching everything.
They're just doing things all the time. Eating food and sucking on things. And
Sneezing in their hand. You know how many times I saw that? Ew.
Yeah. I just like sticky hands, and the thought of them touching me makes me want to barf. They always, the just like in child hands in general, like I feel like they just smell like cheese, and I just, not the good kind of cheese, because you know I love cheese. But this kind is like, ooh, no, thank you. When
Yeah,
you
I
vomit
agree.
Cheese.
I think the best form of birth control is going to a loud, large gathering where there are plenty of children around.
Yeah,
And sugar.
yeah.
I never would want to have hetero sex ever again after I saw the party that I catered today.
I just thank God for birth control.
Thank God for only sleeping with women, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's the strongest method of birth control, I guess.
Or anal, yeah. One time I did anal so hard that I literally thought I was going to get pregnant.
Oh my God, you're like, I think he penetrated through my bowels into
Yeah.
my uterine lining.
Yeah.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Still do it.
I'm
Just
gonna...
can't, no jizz involved.
I'm drinking this glass of wine because I'm exhausted.
You can't tell by our voices. We're like,
My fucking feet hurt. And this is, like, nobody talks about this in like, chef life on fucking Hell's Kitchen and whatever. My ass is fucking chafing. I have a rash in between my ass cheeks. And
That's on being thick.
that's on being thick, but that's on working my ass off, literally. And there's blisters on my toes that are popping and bleeding. And
Ew.
I smell like shit. I showered twice a day and I still smell like shit. Like, chef life is not the life for anyone mentally stable. It's exhausting. And this holiday season, it's so fucking hard on all of us. So if you go out for dinner or you have a corporate party or you have a Christmas party
Like,
or
be nice.
anything, just be nice. Just be nice. Because it's literally the least you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not out gallivanting, having dinners and expensive drinks and fucking tipping people and shit. I'm not doing any of that because I don't have time. So if you have the luxury to do that, can you at least fucking be nice? And wear a fucking mask when you're not sitting at your table. I don't understand the fucking audacity of these motherfuckers.
Everybody has it. People at my work too. They're like, "Oh, I can take it off to have a drink." Yes, you can take it down to have a sip, but you gotta keep it on when you're not drinking. Like, put it back up when you're not having a sip. If the cup is to your mouth, obviously take your mask off. And when it's not at your mouth, put your mask back up. But then these people take the mask off fully because they're like, "Oh, I have a cup of tea. Like, I can drink my tea and talk and drink and talk and drink and talk and whatever." I'm like, "No, that's not how it works." And then they get up and go to the washroom with their mask off because they, "Oh, I was having a tea. I don't need a mask." Like, that's not how it fucking works.
And you're so aware, like, you know what the fuck's going on.
Of course, everybody around you is wearing a mask.
No,
you
but-
don't think, "Oh, I'm not wearing a mask." Like, my mask.
For the last 2 years, we've had masks on our faces. If I'm not wearing a mask and I'm not at home, I feel weird. I feel something off. And you know very well that everybody that's an adult with a brain feels that way too. They're just seeing how far they can push it and get away with the fact that they're not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And most of these ugly motherfuckers,
Should be wearing
the
a
mask is doing you a favor,
Wear a
brother.
fucking full-ass ski mask, actually,
Yeah.
please. If you
Fucking
don't mind.
buck teeth Bob. The
Oh.
mask is actually doing it for you.
You know what? So, you just, on the topic of being nice, like, just in general to, like, servers and, like, just the service industry in general. So, like, hotel staff, kitchen staff, serving staff, like, spa staff, whatever it might be. you know?
Janitorial staff,
Janitorial especially. Fuck.
sanitation, your nurses, your fucking PSWs.
So, like, I just have... I have this thing where I don't like to complain because I just feel bad for the like the service provider in general, you know, because like maybe they're having a shitty day, maybe they're fucking tired and exhausted because I know I've been there and I haven't given it my all and it's like whatever. But I still tip really well even though I've had like a really shitty service, like whether it's food service or like spa service, for example, which was like recently kind of. The other day, I was at the grocery store, and this is how much I don't like to fucking complain or, like, make anybody upset. I'm so stupid. I went to the bulk section in Fortino's, and I wanted ground pepper, but they have, like, a fucking row of just different types of pepper. And I'm like, I just want plain ground pepper. There's ground pepper, peppercorns, coarse ground pepper, lemon pepper, garlic salt pepper, garlic salt. Or not garlic salt, pepper and salt. And, like, all these different
Pink
things.
peppercorns.
Yeah, there's, like, all this type of pepper. And I'm like, literally just want one. But all the ground pepper options look the same. And they're all beside each other. So I went and I just, like, bulk grabbed, like, a big bag of what I thought was ground pepper. And I'm looking in the thing. And I'm like, why? It looks like there's salts in here. And I didn't even stop to, like, put the lid down to double check that it's the one I need. I just kept putting this stuff in the bag, and then I wrote down the number, tied it up, and put it in my bag. And I looked down, and it said garlic pepper. So I guess it has garlic, salt, and pepper in it, garlic powder and whatever. And I'm like, oh, shit. But I ended up writing the code for lemon pepper by accident. And then I'm like, hey, I'll just put it in my bag, because I feel like with COVID, you can't just put that shit back anymore, like if somebody might say something. I didn't want to leave it, because also that sucks, because they're just going to throw it out because they can't put it back. So I'm like, maybe I'll just chuck it somewhere in an aisle so it's hidden and nobody can find it.
Totally me.
Yeah.
And my mom. We
Yeah.
would have done
So I'm like going through the produce, and I get to the aisles, and I forget that it's there, so I'm putting all my shit on top, that I'm like, all my produce and whatever else. And then I get to the fucking cashier to cash out, and I'm emptying my cart, and it's at the bottom. I'm like, oh, fuck, I forgot to put it somewhere. I forgot to chuck it, and it's so busy. There's so many people around. There's none of that, like, social distance lining up thing anymore, so it's not like, so people are behind me, people are beside me, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't just chuck it in the side. I can't just, like, nonchalantly do whatever. Most people would just say, sorry, I don't want this anymore, and leave it like that. I was too scared, so I just bought a fucking pound of garlic, salt, pepper.
You bought a pound?
Like a huge bag, because I needed pepper. I'm completely out of pepper.
That's how you buy your pepper in bulk like that?
Not usually. I usually buy it in, like, the packets and then I refill my bottle. But, like...
The one time you buy bulk pepper, you buy garlic.
Buy the wrong fucking kind. So
I want to see that receipt.
If you need...
I've never heard of that product.
Pepper.
That product is probably a mistake. It's probably the fucking product that they sweep up off the clubhouse
and put
floor
it in there.
Put it in the bag. And they're like, sell this as steak spice.
Yeah. So if anybody needs any garlic, salt, pepper, why
would anybody need that?
I don't know. And the girl's probably like, that's a lot of fucking pepper shit, bitch.
And it says lemon pepper, so she's probably like, that's a lot of lemon pepper.
Yeah.
When really, it's like,
What a weird
also something that we don't want.
Yeah. So,
You could make chicken adobo.
Okay, I could. I don't know what that is even.
Well,
But
it has
anyways,
garlic pepper.
That's my story of stupidity for the week, because
I'm the opposite.
I'm a fucking idiot. I hate myself.
Same.
It's probably $5 worth of fucking pepper.
I was gonna say I want to see how much that costs and how much that interaction would have saved you.
Literally,
money.
I could have just been like, sorry, I don't want this anymore. She'd be like, oh, okay.
Like fucking
She was-
13-year-old
she was-
Natasha doesn't give a fuck.
She was like 16.
She would have been like,
fuck
oh my
me.
god, like. Nobody knows unless you've been a cashier the struggle and the isolation of not knowing the answer to somebody and it being busy and your manager not coming or the produce people not coming to give you that answer.
Yeah, the code, and then you have to turn your light off and be like, sorry, I'm closed, like if you want to go to the next cash, like I have to deal with this customer.
I'm sorry, I called my manager, it's been 30 seconds and I know I should just fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know the code for your eggplant. Like, nobody knows that fucking struggle. She would have been not known what to do.
No.
Because it would, like, does it fuck up inventory if I throw it out? Like, do I have to record it? Like, whatever. Do I put it back?
Put it in the returns box.
Return?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a shameless bitch. I don't care. I would have, first of all, not scooped it, personally, but, I would have stashed it because that's what I do, and I don't care.
Yeah, I thought about just even leaving it in the cart, but then it probably looks like I'm stealing because I needed the cart to go out. So
yeah, this girl's stealing a pound.
Oh, she's stealing!
She spent $95 on 3 items here, but she's stealing this garlic salt pepper.
Oh, fuck me. That's stuff, I just do that all the time.
One time, my mom and I stole a digital scale from the grocery store.
Oh.
And, like, I knew what was going on, and she acted like she didn't know what was going on because I think she had the pride or the guilt. Mm-hmm. You know, she's trying to be a good mom, but also trying to save $1 or 30.
Of course.
So it was under her purse, you know, in a shopping cart, under her purse, in that little baby seat thing.
Yeah.
And we were checking out, and I was getting hot because I was like, all the shit is on the conveyor belt thing, and it's still there, and nobody saw it. My mom definitely acting like nothing's going on. Sometimes I feel like she